Welcome to the Power Through Launch, Product Launch May 2026. I'm Lynette Schaefer. We have some really great new products to present today, 2 line extensions, and we also have added a new little addition to this, and it's all the exciting news. In case you missed it in the news you can use, we got a ton to cover, so let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so first up is the UFO High Temp. So this is this guy right here. You can see this is a great addition to our other UFOs. It is fairly on the larger side, but it is because it is a workhorse and it is meant specifically for high temperature areas. And it also comes with some really amazing competitive pricing. Now, the key features high level is that it has that 70 and 80 C, so 158 Fahrenheit and 176 Fahrenheit. It ships with the flexible open hook. It's also dual selectable. And the product like this is perfect for applications with special thermal requirements, any application that has extreme temperature requirements. So think industrial facilities, manufacturing plants, production areas. Let's go ahead and get into some of the other technical aspects before we show the rest of the features. So like many of the LEDVANCE UFOs that you see behind me here, this product is also NEMA 4X, IK08, IP65. It is available in 2 sizes, each offering 3 wattage selectable options with lumens ranging from as low as 16,000 all the way up to 40,000 lumens, with lumens per watt of up to 160. Now, each size has 3 CCTs of 35, 4,000, and 5,000 K, and all are available in 120, 347, or 277 to 480 volt. It also has 0 to 10 volt dimming down to 10%. Now, where this product really shines, as I mentioned, is high heat applications. It truly is a workhorse. Both the 150 and the 250 watt can operate down to -4 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the ambient temperature. While the 150 is rated up to 176 Fahrenheit, and the 250 is rated up to 158 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, both of these do have something that we refer to as thermal roll-off, which means it has a built-in protection, kind of like a mechanism that adjusts the LED output in responses to how hot the environment is. So if the temperature reaches a certain temperature, the luminaire will automatically reduce in power consumption by about 50%. So it's a really great way to kind of save the luminaire in case it does get above that 176 or in some cases above the 158 temperature range. Now, even though these are rated for high temperature areas, they are still backed by a 5-year limited warranty, and it's also rated for 100,000 hours as well, and that's L70. Now, since this is a workhorse, you won't see a lot of accessories. So obviously you see these accessories down here behind me. We got the refractor, the reflector. Those are not going to be part of the workhorse high temperature UFO. Again, this is going to be a very no bells and whistles, not a lot of accessories. It's always good though to recommend one optional accessory, which is the J box. This is really cool, and this is great for even regular UFOs, by the way. This is a really great J box because it helps in making the drop of the length any size you want it. I have a lot of contractors that come in here to LightPoint and they really like this idea, but I think we sometimes forget about selling it. So don't forget that is one accessory that this product does have. Now, this product is built to last with the ultra durable glass lens, specifically designed for high temperature applications. So you'll see this is a smooth housing, unlike some of our other UFOs where they are a little bit different. This one here has a smooth glass lens. The IK08 means it can withstand impacts, vibration, and other stress. And of course, the IP65 and NEMA 4X rating protects it from dust and water. Additionally, the 6 kV of surge protection and the black aluminum corrosion-resistant housing makes it highly durable, so you know you are getting a product that is built for reliability and longevity. Now, when it comes to installation, there are safety cables on this product, which serves as an additional layer of security. Plus, included is the open hook, which provides for fast installation and maintenance. So imagine you're using an eye bolt and this was a conduit. It would take me forever to get that off of there. But with this one just being a hook, it makes it super easy to take it down, easily take it down and do your maintenance that you might need to do on it, or it's a quick installation too. So in summary, if you need a workhorse for high temps with an impressive lumens per watt rating, I think this UFO is going to be for you. Now, next up, we have the Vapor-Tite Extruded. Now, this product will be replacing 4 products with just 3, which is great for inventory reduction, okay? And I should say 4 item numbers instead of 4 products. So 4 item numbers with just 3 item numbers. And again, great for inventory reduction. So I do have a couple of our Vapor-Tites behind me. This one that we're launching is quite a bit different than others. And you're going to find out here why in just a second. So this new Vapor-Tite Extruded is a simple and reliable lighting solution, beautiful for moisture and dust environments. Now, this is a new generation that offers more of a modern look. It also has a couple better specs to it too, and it also features end-to-end wiring. Now, the key benefit includes, of course, the reduced inventory due to the dual selectability that this product has. You also get the additional energy savings through made-to-order options like the optional sensor and the improved safety via the EMBB. Again, both are MTO. It also has a flexible and simple installation due to the mounting rail, which I'll talk about here in just a little bit. Vapor-Tite luminaires are used wherever indoor moisture, dust, or chemical exposure could damage a standard luminaire. So when you put something like this into one of those types of environments, you know that you are getting the reliability, the long-lasting illumination, and the demanding environment that you need to be able to have a light source that's reliable as well. Now, this is a value class Vapor-Tite. What that means, in case you're not familiar with Vapor-Tite, is that you're getting a reliable product at a super competitive price. It has the exact same ratings expected with LEDVANCE other products that are sort of in this Vapor-Tite category, including DLC, various other certifications from NSF, and also you've got the IK08 rating. In case you're also wondering, UNH, if you ever see that in a part number, it means it has a universal voltage that's covering 120 to 347 volt. And that's exactly what this is. So 120, 347. It also comes in 3 sizes. I have the 2-foot that I'm holding, but it's also available in 4 and 8-foot. Now, each of these do offer 3 wattage selectable options and also 3 CCT options, up to 125 lumens per watt, with also 0 to 10 volt dimming. Now, there is also an included 12-volt aux. And in case you're like, who cares about 12-volt aux? Well, this is why 12-volt aux is important in luminaires today. And it's because a 12-volt aux can easily help power up a lot of network lighting control solutions and other sensors. So to be able to have that in the luminaire, it helps when you're doing any type of controls. Now, this also does come with 2.5 kV of surge protection, but you can get 10 kV of additional surge protection if you like. And of course, why is surge protection important? Because it is, of course, critical for safeguarding sensitive LED drivers that are in these LED products and any of the electronics from any sudden voltage spikes that can cause maybe an immediate or maybe just a gradual failure, which can also lead to costly repairs or service interruptions or reduced system lifespan. So to be able to have that built-in surge protection is also a unique kind of nice technical feature. So let's talk a little bit more about the key features of this product. First, I mentioned the dual selectability. Being able to adjust the CCT and wattage means customization in the field, of course, and it also aids in inventory reduction. The way that you get to it is that you use the plastic end clips here, and it's located on the end where it's easily accessible, okay? Now, there is also an optional behind the lens microwave sensor that is available via MTO, which also features daylight harvesting, which can be enabled in the field. This is a great way to enhance energy savings or maybe meet local codes or maybe get a few additional rebate dollars back. And just remember, with any standalone control, the sensor is easily programmed by a remote, which you see here on the screen. In case you're wondering what remote works with this product, it is located right here on the slide. Something else to mention, the 0 to 10 volt dimming down to 10% allows you to achieve additional energy savings. There's also knockouts with pre-wired entry points for end-to-end wiring as well. This ensures adaptability while reducing custom modifications and labor costs. That's a unique selling feature. There's also this UV polycarbonate lens, which maintains its clarity and strength over time, so you know you're not going to get that yellowing. And of course, like with most vapor tights, this is NSF splash zone rated. It also means that it meets safety, sanitation, and performance for splash zone areas. And when you couple that with the NEMA 4X, the IP66, the IK08, and the wet location, you have a truly super robust luminaire. Now, there's also an emergency battery backup available via MTO on the 4-foot and 8-foot. That, of course, is going to provide additional safety and security in the event of a power failure. Now, in case you're wondering, why don't we have it on a 2-foot? It's because the luminaire is just a little too small to fit an EMBB inside of it. And so that's why we don't offer it on the 2-foot, but we do have it on the 4 and the 8-foot. Something else to maybe mention too is that this particular vapor tight is a lot different than a lot of the others when it comes to installation. This is probably where it shines actually the most out of other vapor tights on the market. This one is designed to install in just minutes. Why? Well, because you do not have to open the entire luminaire to mount the product or make your electrical connections. There's a full-length channel that you'll see right here that is a simple way to put your mounting brackets onto your wall, and then you simply click it, snap it into place. So all the mounting hardware is included for either surface or suspended mount. It also includes stainless steel mounting brackets too. There's also V-hooks, and there's 2 glands for watertight and end connections, all included in the box. And so, and then there's also some safety screws for vandal-resistant applications too, so you don't have to worry about anybody trying to take it off the wall. So this is really where that one shines, is the installation for sure. So in summary, this vapor tight extruded is perfect for when you're looking for a very fast installation that needs a robust luminaire. Please scan the QR code for additional information. Again, another great product to our already vapor tights that we have. All right, next up is a product that is referred to as a strip retrofit. Now, before I get into the selling features, I think it's really important to understand how a strip retrofit installs. Now, I sped up this video a lot, all right? We do have a full video on how to install a strip retrofit. You can YouTube it and find it, but here's basically how it works. First of all, you do need to shut off the power. When you take your existing strip fixture, you remove the lamps, you remove the cover plate, either remove the ballast or bypass the ballast. And also you might want to think about removing the tombstones, or you will have to remove the tombstones. You then take the included mounting plate and attach it to the existing fixture body. You screw it in place with screws. And like with any retrofit, you want to also put that little modification sticker on the fixture body. You'll then use the safety cables to attach the retrofit strip to the existing fixture body, so you can make your electrical connections. And then you simply attach the retrofit to the mounting plates using the included mounting hardware. And then you just attach the lens that come with the retrofit. So that is a very sped up how to install a retrofit strip onto an existing strip luminaire. So this new strip retrofit 2A is a very straightforward and dependable LED retrofit used to upgrade general area fluorescent lighting. The new generation offers dual selectability with sensor options. Key benefits is that you can update existing fluorescent strips to an LED solution without disrupting the ceiling. There's also energy savings with the optional behind the lens sensor option. There's also flexibility with the 4-foot and 8-foot configurations, which are really ideal for where there are any linear fluorescent strips. So think maybe hallways, classrooms, warehouses, grocery stores, retail stores, offices, manufacturing plants, maybe storage areas, maybe task lighting. Now, the strip retrofit 2A is UL RoHS FCC DLC Premium. It is suitable for damp locations. It has an optional behind the lens microwave sensor. The dual selectability features 4 wattage options and also 5 CCT options. Suitable for 120 to 347 volt applications. Suitable for 120 to 347 applications. And as I mentioned, it is configurable for 4-foot or 8-foot. So what this means is it actually ships as a 4-foot, 2 4-foot sections. So if you're purchasing the 8-foot, you actually get 2 4-foot sections. And I'll explain that a little bit more on the next slide. Now, this retrofit strip also has an impressive lumen per watt rating of 155 and features 0 to 10 volt dimming down to 10%. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the major features of this thing. The first thing is the 4 wattage options and the 5 CCT options located here on the driver, very easily accessible when you install it. Now, as you saw in the install video, it is a simple installation that doesn't disturb the ceiling, and it's designed to work with 4 or 8-foot fixtures that are 4.25 25 inches wide or 5.25 inches wide. Now, since the 8-foot ships as 2 4-foot sections, it is way safer and easier to ship and way easier to install. So how this works is when you order the 8-foot, you're actually getting 2 4-foot sections. The mounting kit actually includes a wider plate that is used in the middle of the fixture for joining the 2 sections together. Keep in mind, there is only one driver for the 8-foot kit. It is mounted to the master section. And then the second, more slave section, simply plugs into the master. There's no wiring needed for the slave section. It's a simple, easy plug and play. Now, there's also an optional made-to-order or field installable standalone behind the lens microwave sensor, which of course we talked about before, delivers that additional energy savings and could potentially mean higher rebates too. That down there. The one thing that to maybe mention too about the sensor is that it does feature a built-in daylight sensor function, which can be enabled or disabled in the field using the programming remote. We do recommend a 20-foot max mounting height on this particular sensor. And of course, all the default settings can be changed via using the remote, which happens to be part number 62298. Now, this luminaire also features a diffused acrylic lens that offers that kind of smooth, glare-free illumination. And of course, the 120 to 347 volt allows it to operate across a wide range of input voltages. Now, with the product being a value class product, of course, you know that you're getting an excellent performing product at an attractive price. Keep in mind, too, there's also an optional MTO emergency battery backup, which provides 90 minutes of emergency lighting, aiding in safety. The 0 to 10 volt dimming is nice and smooth dimming all the way down to 10% for additional energy savings. And keep in mind also, all models achieve DLC 6.0 premium, which means you're going to be able to maximize rebate opportunities. And lastly, this is a very sturdy construction with a durable finish. So it is also, like many of LEDVANCE's products, really built to last. So in summary, if you're looking to upgrade fluorescent strips and don't want to or can't disrupt the ceiling or expose the ceiling cavity, this luminaire might be the right one for you. So please be sure to scan the QR code to find out additional specifications. Now, since we just spoke about 2 products, the vapor tight extruded and also the strip retrofit, they both have behind the lens microwave sensors. I just want to take a minute to show you this slide before moving on to the next product. What you're looking at here is a summary of what remotes work with what standalone sensors. Now, in some cases, you will find that more than one remote will work with some sensors. As our controls team continues to review these standalone sensors and the remotes, they are working to specifically reduce the number of remotes. I know that was somewhat of a concern. So if you look at this, the 75813, be on the lookout for our Q3 product launch because most likely those should be in stock around that time. And again, that's part number 75813. So next up, we have the RT dual selectable downlight, which is a versatile, easy to install, adaptable, and contractor friendly downlight. It also comes in this really nice, pretty box in case you're looking to do a little bit of counter day display or just counter display. It looks really nice. Now, this new generation has better efficacy and efficiencies, better specs, and it also features universal dimming. If you're not familiar with universal dimming, stay tuned because I'm going to tell you all about it. It's absolutely cool. All right. Now, the key benefits to this is inventory management due to the dual selectable feature. It is also adaptable due to its 3-in-1 dimming. That's right, universal dimming. That means you have 3-in-1 dimming. And it also includes this 16-inch width, which also adds an installation flexibility too. Now, this product is great for, say, like lobbies, conference rooms, retail spaces, homes, hotels, motels. It's basically just a really good general light or ambient light solution that kind of provides you that sleek, unobtrusive look that fits great into many different types of ceilings. Now, the key ratings and certifications do include TAA compliant. So that means it's going to be really great for government jobs. Title 24, so really good for California. It's also IC rated, which means it can come in contact with installation, wet location, and IP44. It does come in 4 sizes, including the 4-inch, 6-inch, 8-inch, and 10-inch, with various wattage selections from as low as 5 watts up to 37 watts. And each one does have the 5 CCT options and 3 wattage options ranging from 500 lumens up to 4,500 lumens, with lumens per watt reaching up to 130. Of course, that 4,500 is going to be on the larger 10-inch size. Key features include the installation and construction for sure. So one of these is that there are 4 field installable trims. So you've got black, you have white, you have satin, nickel, semi-specular, and bronze available. Of course, it ships with the white, but otherwise you do have these other optional trims if you want to buy them. They are available on the 4-inch, the 6-inch, the 8, and the 10. It's also worth noting that all of our RTs that we have today, all the accessories on our current RT, not this new one, but the current one, can be used for this product too. Now, we say it's lightweight. I mean, I think I've felt fixtures that are lightweight. I feel like, yes, it's lightweight, but it's built to it's still a beefy unit. You can feel that there's the quality there that you want from a downlight. So it's not actually as lightweight as what maybe you would think it would be, but you can definitely tell it's durable too. Now there is a power-coated spun aluminum trim that provides a smooth sort of reflective surface that enhances the light distribution and kind of helps maintain any sort of glare, kind of minimize the glare that you might get. There's also a diffused polycarbonate lens. And you'll also notice that it's kind of got this deep recess trim, which is also nice because it has that ability to keep the glare kind of down at a minimal too. So it's definitely built to last, it's durable, and also I would say impact resistant too. Now there is an optional framing kit which ensures secure and accurate installation. It provides stable mounting structure and provides also safety and compatibility with different ceiling types. There's also these robust steel spring clips. Keep your fingers back because they'll hurt you. All right, they are very robust. But this basically is here to accommodate various ceiling thicknesses and holds the luminaire also in place. Also, installation is made easy with the metal-clad quick connect flexible conduit that you see here. It provides enhanced protection for electrical wiring against physical damage, and it also streamlines the installation process, allowing for faster and more secure connections, reducing labor and time, and also minimizing the risk of any wiring errors. Everything's right here for you, okay? So another very well-built product. Now, as I mentioned, where this product really shines is the multiple dimming inputs in the same driver. That's right. One driver does it all. Phase cut, both triac or ELV, and 0 to 10 volt dimming. So no need to specify appropriate dimming upon installation or having to stock multiple products. It is all in one product. Now, this is, as I mentioned, TAA compliant and is suitable for government and public sector projects too. So keep that in mind as well. And of course, the superior quality light of the 90 plus CRI helps to ensure colors are rendered accurately. There's also a field installable EMBB, which provides backup illumination during power outages. And so in summary, if you need to reduce your inventory position and have a product that is suitable for a wide range of applications, another great product is this one right here. So be sure to scan the QR code for additional specifications. Next up, and I'm sorry I don't have this to show, so you get to listen to me for a little bit without having a product, but this is the Slim Micro Disc, and it is a low profile discrete luminaire for general area lighting. It is a new generation with better efficiencies and efficacies, better specs, and also field adjustable output. The dual selectability, of course, aids in inventory management, and there's energy savings with the PIR sensor on select models. And again, ideal for offices, schools, residential, and commercial applications. Now, the Slim Microdisc downlight has some pretty impressive certifications, including Title 20 for certified airtight and TAA. All models, except the one with the sensor, is wet location. So just the PIR version, the one that is the sensor version, is just rated for damp location. Now, there are 4 sizes. There's 3, 4, 6, and 8, all offering 5 CCT options. There is also an option of a fixed wattage of either 9 or 13. That's the PIR only version. And 4 that feature 3 selectable wattage options. You also have lumens that range from 420 to 1800 and up to 106 lumens per watt. There's also an option for 120 volt with phase cut dimming or 120 to 277 volt operation for 0 to 10 volt dimming down to 10%. So what are some of the key features on this one? Well, first, the 1/2 inch height allows for installation directly under joists and is designed to be used in new construction and remodel applications. The optional frame-in kit also ensures secure and accurate installation by providing you that stable mounting structure, also streamlining the process for new construction. It also improves safety and compatibility with different ceiling types, just like what we talked about on the RT. Now, there is an optional 6, 10, and 20-foot extension cables. So as you're looking at this image, you see that white extension or that white cable coming out of the J box. That basically means instead of that being your traditional, I don't know, maybe 12 inches or so, it is now available to be extended up 6, 10, or 20 inch. So that basically will provide you the flexibility for driver placement and accommodating also various installation requirements as well. Now let's the other thing too is think about, like, if you need to get to the driver box or the driver is all located in the J box. So having a remote driver offers easier installation and access during maintenance and replacement is also easier too, because you can access it much faster and quicker. Now, as mentioned, the 120 and 277 volt is available 0 to 10 volt. The 120 volt is available in phase cut dimming. All provides dimming down to 10%. It is TAA compliant, meets federal sourcing requirements, and suitable for government and public sector projects as well. One more thing to mention on this is it is also IC rated and airtight, which allows for direct contact with ceiling insulation and prevents heat loss and reduces energy bills. It also is closet compliant, which means it was UL tested for temperature tests so that clothing can touch it without causing a fire. So anytime you see that closet compliant, you'll know what that means. There's also an optional 120 to 277 volt driver option on the 4, 6, and 8. So basically the 3 inch is only available in 120 volt. There's also a PIR sensor version on the 4 inch and the 6 inch as well. Now, speaking of the PIR sensor, there are 2 switches on it somewhere. I'm sorry, I don't have it, so I can't tell you exactly where. I'm going to probably guess either on the driver, probably on the J box. But there are basically 2 switches. One says 30 seconds, 5 minutes, and 10 minutes. The other one has to do with how long, and this has to do with how long the luminaire will stay on after no motion is detected. After that time has expired, then the luminaire shuts off. The other switch has off, bi-level, and auto. And auto means the luminaire will remain at 100% brightness for the specified, say, 30 seconds, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes. And bi-level is just that. It will reduce the light output by 50% for the specified time, unless you have it set for 10 minutes. In that case, the luminaire will dim down to 50% and will stay at 50%, which we refer to as infinity, unless you obviously shut it off with a switch of some sort. Okay. There are also additional settings that can be achieved using dip switches as well. So this slim microdisc is ideal for closets, especially using the PIR sensor option. However, it is also perfect for general lighting applications. Just be sure to scan the QR code for additional details. All right, moving on to the next product. The dual selectable high lumen, high wattage HID replacement lamps. So there's actually 2 of them. There's the dual selectable high lumen and the high wattage. These are both type B, wonderful for upgrading traditional HID lamps. Now, these are a new generation lamp. They offer better efficacy to meet DLC 6.0, and they also have increased output too. So both feature inventory reduction due to the dual selectable design, energy savings through the controls ready receptacle. And just note, the controls ready receptacle is only available on select models. There's also some flexibility with installation on these because we do have some base adapter options too. So these are really perfect for applications that are maybe currently using LED corn cobs that have been in there for, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years, or in the event that you're still using traditional high intensity discharge lamps. So these, as I mentioned, are both type B lamps, ballast bypass, which are rated for damp location, and they are IP64. They both feature 3 selectable CCTs of 3000, 4000, and 5000 K. Now, specifically on the dual selectable high lumen, which is the one that I have kind of dimmed down right here, this one has 3 items that come with the controls ready feature. Now, these will operate also from -40 degrees Fahrenheit up to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, the dual selectable high lumen provides lumen output ranging from 1,860 all the way up to 20,400 with lumens per watt of 155 to 167. While the high wattage one, which basically looks sort of like this one here where you have the switches on the side, that one has wattage, the high wattage one that has lumens from 2,800 all the way up to 41,620 with lumens per watt of 140 to 173. They also both feature either 2.5 kV of surge protection or 4 kV of surge protection. Additional common features of these products is that, yes, of course, they are both omnidirectional, which means you're going to have light in all directions. And also, they also have both have a feature of an optional E26 medium or EX39 mogul base adapter, which allows you to convert medium base lamps to mogul base to accommodate luminaires. Now, there's also an optional base lamp extenders, which are available, and that provides more airflow near the base. So when you screw this in, you want to be able to have as much airflow so that the lamp doesn't get too hot. So that extender helps make sure that you are keeping the lamp cooler, and also it helps aid in longevity as well. So most products also have the dual selectability. You'll see that just a few of them don't have they have a fixed wattage, but most products also have that dual selectability. They also have a aluminum heat sink with that polycarbonate lens. So that this is basically the heat sink in through here, and then this is the lens. Some of the items are also thermally protected, so there's a built-in thermal cutoff in the event of the application exceeds the temperature specifications of the lamp. The added active thermal management or thermal roll-off will reduce the power to protect the lamp, which also means it will reduce the lumen output too. Now, these two products are slightly different when it comes to lumens per watt. You will notice that the high wattage operates on both 120 to 277 volts or 277 to 480 volts, while the other is only 120 volt. Also, the high wattage lamp does require that the 200 watt and greater versions use the included support bracket when the lamp is in vertical position. That basically helps it so that it doesn't bend out of the socket. Now, as mentioned, certain items do have thermal management depending upon wattage. Another big difference is that the high wattage lamps have a built-in fan that is going to help prevent the lamp from getting overly hot. And the reason that this feature is in here is because that particular lamp, these particular lamps, are a much smaller form factor. So if you're in a situation where you need to be able to fit a replacement lamp, LED lamp, into a tight area, you may want to really seriously consider the one with the fan built into it because it does have a smaller form factor. The other thing too that I would maybe just mention is that what I found interesting, at least, is on the dual selectable lamp that we have here. This one, instead of having switches to switch the wattage like you would, like I'm changing, I don't know how well you can see this, but I'm changing the CCT by just using a switch. To change the wattage, or the lumen output, wattage we should say, it's actually a dial, which I haven't really seen this on other products, but you actually have to twist the dial in order for it to increase or decrease in light output. So I find that kind of interesting as well. I think that could be kind of a cool feature, but it is definitely different than what we may be acclimated or familiar with. I don't know how well you can see this, but that's basically what that dial looks like, and you can just twist it. Okay. So in summary, if you're looking for a replacement for HID lamps, look no further than one of these two corn cobs, because I bet they will do the trick for you for sure. So our last product before we get into questions and before we get into news you can use in some of our line extensions, here we have the security floodlight. It is designed to improve nighttime safety with constant ambient light. It also has this really nice box that comes with it too, so you can display it nicely in a counter. And then it also has automatic motion triggered visibility as well. So this luminaire is designed to further strengthen our product lineup when it comes to outdoor lighting. It is highly customizable product with toolless little adjustments here at the top. Great for a variety of locations, especially homes, parameters, driveways. The IP65 rating on this and the wet location ensures that it is suitable for outdoor applications. You also have the optional white or black housing. It does have that dual selectability with 2 wattage options and 3 CCT options, either 1600 or 2500 lumens with up to 100 lumens per watt. 120 volt also has 2.5K of built-in surge protection. Now, this is obviously known as more of a security floodlight. It does have a pretty rugged construction. It does have that IP65 aluminum housing, polycarbonate lens, so it means that it's going to be built to last. The amount of control this luminaire has is quite impressive and exceeds the expectation of nearly any security light that I've ever seen. First of all, it has an integrated dusk to dawn photocell, so it will sense ambient light levels to only illuminate when necessary, which of course is going to enhance your energy efficiency. It also has a PIR motion sensor, so it will illuminate when necessary, aiding in safety and also energy efficiency. There's also a nightlight mode, which when it's activated provides 300 lumens using just 3 watts, providing a low level constant illumination when the main lights are off to improve safety. Now keep in mind the out of the box default settings are basically everything on at max setting 4000K. Now the heads are adjustable for precision control over the light direction. This is going to be a surface mounted product, but it's very simple and straightforward. All of this is basically a toolless design with simple adjustable dials, which I'm going to show you here on the next slide, what all these dials say and mean. But everything is labeled. So if you're looking at the photocell or the PIR sensor or turning on the nightlight or turning off the nightlight, changing the wattage, changing the CCT, adjusting the hold time, everything is right here. And you can see it very clearly on the very front of the product. So why do we need all this adjustability? Well, at the end of the day, it supports the key concept for outdoor lighting, which is put light where you want it when you need it. And so this is going to help ensure energy and cost savings to make sure that the light's only on when you need it. It also helps reduce light pollution to preserve night skies. It can help with surrounding wildlife. And overall, it's just more visually appealing to the environment. So this is definitely a go-to security light, has everything you need right out of the box. So in summary, this is of course the security floodlight, simple product, great addition to our portfolio, 2 new items, black and white version. Scan the QR code for further product details. So the first line extension that we have is our OptiSelect Sports Light, now featuring a couple of new NEMA distributions. The first thing I just want to say though is that we are phasing out our original sports light, the original one with the integrated sorry, make sure I'm saying this right. Yeah, the 1A. We're getting rid of the 1A and we're replacing it with this new OptiSelect Sports Light. With that, remember that this one, you do have the driver that can be remote mounted, okay? When we first launched this one that you see on the screen, it is OptiSelect with 30, 40, and 60 degree distribution. which we refer to as ADJ. This was originally launched in November of 2025. So since November, we have had really great success with this new product. And for that reason, we are now expanding the product line to include NEMA 3x3, 4x4, and 5x5 distribution. And we refer to that as ADN. So if you see that in the part number, you'll know that that's what that's referring to. Now, the S500 will only be available in the ADJ version, while the S750 will be available in both the ADJ and the ADN. The S1400 is not OptiSelect and available, or sorry, the S1400 is not OptiSelect, and however, it is available, sorry. S400 available in static NEMA distributions only. So the S1400 is your NEMA 3x3, 4x4, and 5x5. I hope I didn't totally screw this up. I wanted to actually give you a visual of what it means on the sports light to do the ADJ versus the ADN. And what this is all about is beam angle and how the cone of light is coming out of the luminaire. So specifically, the NEMA distribution measures the field spread and intensity pattern. And as you can see by these two side-by-side comparisons, there is a difference in overall coverage and spread. So as I kind of highlight specifically the 30 degree with the 3x3, even though both are considered narrow optics, the 3x3 NEMA on the right pushes light further downfield, while the 30 degree beam angle spreads sooner and covers a shorter front to back distance. The 30 degree pushes light out, as you can see here, about 183 feet versus 201 feet on the 3x3. So in summary, the 30 degree has a more circular, symmetrical, narrow beam, good focus coverage, shorter throw compared to the 3x3. However, the 3x3 is a more controlled directional beam with a longer distance, better for reaching deep in the field, more usable light further from the pole as well. So that's why you might want to consider one versus the other. Keep in mind, we're happy to do these lighting layouts for you, so don't feel like you have to figure out which one you need. We'll take care of all that for you. All right. Another line extension that we have is the UL Type B 8 watt high lumen. Up to 196 lumens per watt. It is dimmable via reverse phase cut dimming. It also has a patented internal safety circuit for Type B installation to prevent shock hazard. There is no reason to worry about having any electrical arcing between the lamp pins and the lamp holders when you go to install this. And it also means that it works on both shunted and non-shunted lamp holders. Lamps operate, the nice thing about lamps operating on both shunted or non-shunted is that it expedites the installation. And of course, keep that in mind when it's on double-ended configuration. Also keep in mind, item number 75740 is EM compatible, and it also has a frosted glass lens. Now, before we end today, there are some other additional important news that I wanted to share in case you missed it via the news you can use email. First, we are pleased to announce several new poles for ease of doing business. These 9 square straight steel poles do not have any additional freight charges and can ship within 2 weeks of receipt of order. Depending on location, shipping time can vary between 2 and 4 weeks. Something else that I read in news you can use, we are also currently running an LED tubes blowout. This promotion runs through May 31st, so contact your local LEDVANCE representative for more information if you didn't know that we were actually running that. I'm also happy to present the new TAA compliant list. Scan the QR code to get access to that, or you can probably also find it on our LEDVANCE website. Or we also have a brand new Dark Sky Luna Turtle Friendly brochure. I just shared it at some training that I had today. People were pretty excited about it. It clearly identifies what products in our portfolio achieve Dark Sky Luna Turtle Friendly, and also our exclusive Warm Spectrum series as well. So scan the QR code for that as well. And then there's also a new amazing tool for phase and phase out products, now accessible to everyone. We used to have a tool just for us internally, but now it's for everybody. This helps you find product replacements faster, either by searching by an item number or uploading a CSV file for bulk replacements. With a number of products being phased out these days due to legislation or DLC, this is an excellent tool to have at your fingertips, so be sure to check it out. Again, just go to LEDVANCE.com, click on resources, and you'll find it there at the very bottom on the lower right-hand side.
We hope you enjoyed this Power Through launch training. Be sure to scan the QR code for your certificate. You can also send any questions regarding this PPT or quiz to LightPoint Midwest at ledvance.com.